So hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel everyone, and we are back with the market analysis. Market was in a bull run today. As all of you might have seen, that market has closed 1% above the previous closing. But one thing I would like to acknowledge is that if you can see, this is the today's candle. This is the candle of the 26th of April 21, and it is right at the point of resistance that we have marked. So in case anybody of you might have thinking that I am being bearish on the market, still market running up, that's not true. I have marked the resistance and I have told the market will get accumulated near its resistance or will run towards its resistance, and the same thing has happened. Market has again created a candle right on the resistance zone. So now the thing is that what is the future movement of the market that we are expecting now? So the thing is that if you can see this candle is a kind of spinning top to me, which has a equal upside wick and downside wick. So what are the expectations? It's very simple, that again a bear run. I'm expecting a bear run. Let me show you it on the hourly chart. So here is the hourly chart. As you can see, in the morning when market opens gap up, and again tried to go upside. One candle which closed above, which was green. So market has run upside, and after that you can see the four candles here are completely red, and market has closed itself in a green candle, with a green candle. But that green candle was not a strong green candle. The only strong candle we have seen today was the first candle of today's opening, which was green and strong. Rest all we can see are not so strong candles. So now what is the fate of the market? To me, I am bearish on the market, and I will be bearish on the market, because again we can see that market has opened on the hourly chart. We can see market has opened above the resistance zone, but was again pulled back to the resistance, in the resistance zone. As you can see here, the market has tried to go above the resistance zone, but was again pulled in the resistance zone. So this is another reason why I'm being bearish on the market, that it could not break its resistance, it could not go above the resistance. And even on the daily chart, if we see this thing on the daily chart, we can easily acknowledge that market has not closed above the resistance zone. It has closed in the resistance zone. So it means that market was not able to break the resistance zone. It was not able to close above the resistance zone. This means that there are bearish sentiments in the market, and this resistance being respected in the market. So now what is the view for the week ahead is bearish. What I am feeling is that market will again try to go down the resistance zone. This is the view for the upcoming week. That's my view for the upcoming week. And if you would ask me about tomorrow, for tomorrow's trading, that what are my expectations for tomorrow trading, is that very simple. If market opens gap up, then I'll be ignoring the market as I did today. But when market starts falling, then I'll ride that thing, because you can see, if the market has opened a gap up, if anybody who would have thought that I would be riding this bull trend, then you can see that the only 2 hours market was in the green zone for the 2 hours, and the next 4 hours market in the red zone. So anybody who would have understood this bearish sentiment and would have entered the market, his trade would have sustained for the 4 hours. But when you were trying to ride this bull trend, you can see easily that the major gains were made by market in the opening itself. Okay, and then you can see another just one more green candle, but the red candles or the bear candles you can see sustained for the 4 hours. That's why I kept on saying that don't try to ride this bull trends, because these bull trends are not sustainable given the current market situations. That's why look for the shorting opportunities. If anybody who is an intraday trader, pure intraday trader, and tracking the market on the hourly and the 15-minute chart, must have identified this bear trend and must have entered the market. Shorting must have shorted the market and must have earned the good amount of profit. That's why I kept on swing. So for tomorrow, for the weekly, we are very clear about the weekly thing, that I am bearish on the market, given that market was not able to go above the resistance. So I'm bearish on the market. And what about tomorrow's intraday trading is that if market opens gap up, don't ride that bull trend, look for the shorting opportunities. So mostly for tomorrow, my expectations are that market will be accumulating near here on its resistance zone only. It might be a little gap down opening, or might be a green opening, then we'll be seeing some candle in the red zone, and again prices are getting accumulated in this area only. These are my major expectations for tomorrow. But on the longer time frame, I'm definitely bearish on the market. These are my views for the Nifty. I hope you are completely clear, because as today is Monday, so creating a strong view on the Monday is very important. That's why we have talked about the Nifty broadly, and now I think everything is clear in your head. Now let's move to the Bank Nifty. So this is again the chart of the hourly chart of the Bank Nifty. As you can see, market has opened gap up. Again, two candle we have seen very similar to the Nifty 50, and then we have seen a good fall in the market. Almost market has closed where it has opened, almost 1% or something gain we have seen in the Bank Nifty. But after the gap up opening, where market has started, it has closed somewhere there only, and this is the line, a resistance line that I have marked, which was previously been acted as a support. This line once acted as a resistance, then acted as a support, now again acting as a resistance, and again you can see prices were forced to close below this resistance line, means that there are bearish sentiment in the market. So Bank Nifty and Nifty are completely linked to each other, moving in the same direction in the same way. The correlation has certainly spiked up much than before. So the similar expectations what I have from the Nifty is that on the let me first show you it on the daily chart. On the daily chart, you can see a green candle and almost a candle of indecision we are seeing on the daily time frame, which means that Nifty 50 is also Bank Nifty is also bearish, in the bearish mood. And to be very specific, to be very clear about Bank Nifty, if tomorrow's candle is a red candle and which closes below the closing of 26th April candle, then we are definitely completely bearish on the market. And still I'm bearish, but that will be a second confirmation to me. And moving to the hourly charts now. So if we move to the hourly charts also, we can see very similar thing that we have seen in the Nifty 50, we are seeing here in the Bank Nifty. So my expectations are very clear also in Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty for the week ahead, is that I'm little bearish. And for the Bank Nifty and Nifty 50 both, we can see that both of those indices have made indecision candle on the daily time frame. But the thing is that in Nifty 50 that candle is green, whereas in Bank Nifty we can see that candle is better. Here we have just now seen that this candle is red in the Bank Nifty, but in the Nifty 50 it is green. Doesn't matter. One more day for the second confirmation. This itself is a confirmation. But still, if market tomorrow's market will close below this closing, then we are definitely going to be completely bearish on the market. Still I'm bearish. And for the hourly time frame, for the intraday trading, same expectation as of the Nifty 50. The market will try to accumulate near its resistance to fall again. So the thing is that if you see any kind of bull run in the market, please don't write that, because as you can see, the bull run only survived for 2 hours in Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty both, and the bear run has survived for the 4 hours in the market. So you can understand why I kept on saying that please don't try to ride any bull run in the market, and always look for the shorting opportunities. So now let's hear something about our Sensex. Is that on the closing bell, private banks, Reliance sent Sensex 508 points higher, Nifty near 14,500. We have seen that Axis Bank, Vedanta climbed 4% each. Banks and Reliance lead the market gains. 23 of 30 Sensex stocks end the day in the green. Index contributors today were ICICI Bank, Reliance, Axis Bank, and HUL and Infosys. Top index gainers were Axis Bank 4.4%, ICICI Bank 3.63%, Ultratech Cement 3.61%. Top index losers were HCL Tech 2.87%, HDFC Bank 0.66%, Maruti 0.52%. All BSE sectoral indices except healthcare end the day in the green. S&P BSE Realty biggest sectoral gainer up 3.68%. S&P BSE Healthcare biggest sectoral loser down 0.64%. Volume toppers were Reliance, ICICI Bank, SBI, Axis Bank, and Tata Steel. So these were the news from the Sensex. Now let's see who were the top gainers and loser at NSE. So here we have Axis Bank, JSW Steel. Axis Bank was up by 4.19%, JSW Steel 3.4%, Ultratech Cement, ICICI Bank, Grasim, and the losers will see the first one is Cipla and Britannia, HCL Tech, and Lot. Now Let's pick the stocks for tomorrow's trading. So first stock that we are picking is Cipla. So here is Cipla. So let me show you a Cipla's moving average chart, a setup for the moving average chart. So this is the shortest moving average. So it has crossed below our slow moving average. The fastest moving average has closed below the slow moving average. So Cipla is in a definitely bear zone. We can short sell the Cipla. So now let's see the prices at which we can short sell the Cipla. So this is the hourly chart for the Cipla. Let me change it to the daily time frame. So this is the today's candle for Cipla. So let me find out the level at which you can short sell the Cipla tomorrow. So 915.85 is going to be the level. So if when tomorrow trading starts, Cipla must sustain below and close below 915 or say 916 below 915.85. If Cipla sustains for the first 5 minutes below 915.85, then you can definitely easily short sell the Cipla. And that first candle on after seeing which we are going to short sell, the high of that is going to be our stop loss, and we can easily manage the risk to reward ratio of 1:2 or 1:3 depending upon your risk appetite. Now we are taking another stock that is going to be our Axis Bank. So here is the moving average setup for the Axis Bank, and you can see Axis Bank in a great bull run. We can easily see that it is in a bull trend. So now let's find out the trading opportunity in the Axis Bank. We'll find the opportunity long the Axis Bank. So here is the Axis Bank. Let me see the level above which you can still long the Axis Bank. $696.25 is if Axis Bank sustains above 696.25. Above in Cipla it has to sustain below. In Axis Bank, if it sustains above 996.25, sorry, 696.25 for the starting 5 minutes, then you can easily long the Axis Bank with taking a stop loss below the low of that particular starting 5-minute candle and maintaining a risk to reward ratio of 1:2 or 1:3 depending upon your risk appetite. Now third is JSW Steel. I have picked the third stock, and that is JSW Steel. Here you can see a little bit not yet confirmed kind of bull setup. So still for a risky trader, I'm suggesting JSW Steel, or it is a good stock. A conservative trader also can take a trade in the JSW Steel with risk to reward ratio of 1:2. So let's find out the JSW Steel level. So this is JSW. Let's see what is the level for the JSW. $651.58. So if JSW Steel sustain above 651.58 for the starting 5 minute, then you can long the JSW Steel, taking stop loss that 5-minute candles low, taking stop loss that, and maintaining a risk to reward ratio of 1:2 or 1:3 given your risk appetite. So this is it, guys. I hope you have understood Nifty, Bank Nifty, what to do in Nifty and Bank Nifty. JSW Steel, Axis Bank, and Cipla are the 3 stocks for trading tomorrow. So I hope you liked the video. Please press the like button, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, and please press that bell icon to get updated about the daily videos that we are uploading. Thank you so much once again.